Welcome back to the Moonchild Podcast. I'm your host, Elijah KB, and today's topic is going to be changing our core beliefs. Okay, changing our core beliefs. What do we believe about ourselves and about our reality, or how reality should be on a core level? This is getting back to the beginning, the start of your programming. You know what I mean? And examining that to see what's holding you up when it comes to progression in the new reality that you're trying to attain. You understand? Whatever you're manifesting now, whatever reality you're manifesting now, whatever you look to see in your life, we're trying to get to the core of the reasons why, like what's blocking that. So this is things that started happening that, this is the ideas that begin to form due to the things that started happening early on, the feelings that you had early on. You know what I mean? What you got to experience, whether it was firsthand or seeing people that you were influenced by or around at the time, seeing them go through certain experiences may have made some sort of impression on you. And from that point on, that was how you thought of that. You understand? So, for example, money. Money is one of the things that a lot of people want more of, or, have some sort of weird dynamic or relationship with the idea of money, right? Based on the beginning, based on, them thinking of money as something that's a little harder to attain, or you got to work really hard to get it. Things like that, right? So going off of this example, to take it further, a lot of people are going through times where they would like to do more, because money is like a representation of freedom here on the physical plane, right? More money, more freedom. That's ultimately what that represents. Freedom, safety, things like that, right? So a lot of people are not doing certain things because they can't afford it, right? They're not experiencing certain experiences, or they're holding back on doing certain things that could actually propel them forward, whether it's just the new energy that will bring in a loan from that experience, or a certain move that you would have to make. A lot of people are not moving on certain things because they can't afford it, right? But here's the thing, and I've explained this before on the podcast, but if you know anything about reprogramming the subconscious mind, then repetition is key. So me repeating this is a good thing. A belief, a feeling. This is how you feel that things should be or have to be, right? You feel like things have to be this way, so you will operate in that way. You will you will continue to believe that, it's just outside of your reach. I mean, and you never seem to have enough money for this and that, right? Now, am I saying that, people with responsibilities should, just throw all the responsibilities out the window and just go for what they want all the time? No. But what I am saying is there are moments in time where it's not even about you being responsible. It's about you being stuck in the old paradigm that was created for you, that was created from age 0 to now. You understand? Whatever you've been believing has been the reason why your reality turns out the way it turns out, and the way it continues to repeat itself, because this is what you believe. This is your core belief. This is like one of your first beliefs, since you got here. You know what I mean? So this is really hardwired in, and simply believing that, you can't afford that. The universe will make sure you can't afford that. If you feel like you can afford it one day, but just not right now, the universe will make sure you can afford it one day, but it'll never be right now. So it'll always just be one day. You understand? So this is why it's important to check our core beliefs, especially surrounding the topics of what we're trying to manifest. If you're looking to manifest more money and you don't like your current, income outcome, right? When it comes to the type of money that you attract, then you might want to check your core belief on what you even believe that you can get. You might want to check your limitation on what you even think is possible. You might want to check and see what rules of life you thought was so concrete to the point where you couldn't get past those rules. See, a lot of these belief systems were passed on from our parents, people who were before us. And since they were, our first examples of people, and they were teaching us the fundamentals, basic, shit that they knew about or what they thought they knew about, we take these things to heart and we think, well, this is it, because this is all. But it's like, I promise you, for the most part, the only thing that's holding you back when it comes to, for the example that we're using for this episode, only thing that's holding you back from making more money is the belief that you can only make that amount of money. Everything else, any higher, is out of your comfort zone for you now. You don't believe you can make that now. You don't believe you're a vibrational match to that now, or that you can be a vibrational match to that now. You don't believe you've worked hard enough. You don't believe, it comes that easy. You don't believe, that you're truly abundant. You know what I mean? You don't believe that that it works like that. See, it'll be little holes inside of when you're ushering in a new belief system, when you usher in a new level of consciousness, it'll still be certain topics that you still have old beliefs about. You understand? And so, like, you can be spiritually aware and conscious about all this other shit, but then when it comes to this one topic, you're still stuck because this is a core belief that you never got to analyze and check and sit with and realize how much of a detriment it is to your growth, how much of a detriment it is to your ultimate experience, because now you really believe that this is all that there is for you. This is all that you can do, because that's just how life is. It doesn't have to be. If you find that you can't make enough money, I want you to check your beliefs about how much money you even think you can make, or how much money you even think you're worthy of making, or how much money do you think it's possible. How much money do you think is possible to make for you? I want you to check that belief and see what you find, because a lot of times you will find a very, very limiting belief that's in place that was, tucked away, beneath the surface, that was causing you to not make more money than the threshold that you became comfortable with. It's just kind of like witnessing your whole life, your parents moving you and themselves in and out of apartments. And everybody has always been in an apartment. So the last thing you think about is being able to be in a house. Be little shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, It's your belief system that's keeping you there. It's nothing else. The universe isn't picking on you. The universe isn't, it's nothing unfair about the system. It's about understanding our part in the system and how it actually works. Once we understand our part, it makes it a lot easier to manifest, the life desired. And I guarantee you, if you've been having trouble being stuck in that, in a particular place when it comes to a certain topic, I guarantee you there's a core belief that's in place that is directly blocking you and contradicting any new type of belief that you're trying to have, which, as a result, is blocking your progression in that area. When we talk about sitting and doing shadow work and really going over the topic of whatever it is, like, why do I feel like this about my love life? Why do I feel like this about money? Why do I feel like this? Sitting with these things one at a time and really allowing, certain emotions and thoughts to come up and just observe. And we'll find a lot of answers that way, and realize that, damn, I was in my way the whole time. And the next step is exercising faith in some sort of way. Some things are too far for us to feel comfortable enough to follow through with. So, I want you to stretch it by a little bit, in the process of, figuring out what the core belief is. Sitting with yourself, sitting with it, processing it, feeling it, releasing it, after you've analyzed it and things like that. And then, ushering in a new belief system, through, the feeling, thoughts, and action. Get to the bottom of what we really think, what we really believe, truly. And then start taking little actions towards exercising, being in a new reality, being in our more desired reality. So what would that version of you walk like, talk like, act like, feel like? Right? This is very important to ushering in a new universe, or a new reality, because how you think, walk, talk, and feel right now is what got you in this reality right now. Despite what you think, you know what I mean? Because, I don't have to know your life to know that, because there's no exceptions to the rule. This is how the universe works. Just a short time ago, speaking of money, what I was making before wasn't bad. But it was certain things that I had certain goals that I was looking to reach, and the only thing that was stopping me was me not making enough money. And then I heard myself say it one time to myself, and I was like, wait, I believe that? I really believe that this is I've reached my cap right now. This is all that I can do for right now. It's but why is it on my heart so heavy? Why do I feel so ambitious? Why do I feel like I can do it? It's just this. It's let me look at just what this is. And sure enough, I had a core belief that, and it was built over time. It was built over certain parts of versions of myself that I had to be for certain chapters. But turns out, that version of me had already expired, and it was time for me to move forward, and usher in a new version of myself who makes more money, who can attain these type of goals. You understand? All it took was me sitting with myself and acknowledging that core belief, and making a conscious decision to alter that. And once I began to alter it, the reality started to shift. And before I knew it, it was coming out of nowhere, seemingly out of nowhere. But the blessings was just waiting on me to shift certain things. within my belief system, right? So, check your core beliefs to directly alter your reality to a more desirable reality. Okay. So this is all the time I got for y'all tonight. This has been the Moonchild Podcast with the Moonchild, his motherfucking self, Elijah KB. Thank you. For those interested in spiritual advice, I now have a page where you can sign up for a one-on-one hour session with myself. The link will be in the description. And for any questions and topics for the podcast, feel free to email them to me.